G'day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher with our daily devotional for Saturday, February 21st. One more week left in the month, and then we'll be starting all over again. We're at chapter 21, and I'm going to read you verse 2 here. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. There's a saying, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Well, not in God's economy. See, when you think that you can do whatever it is that you want, be disobedient and just say, oh, I'm sorry, or here's a sacrifice, you're making a mistake. Under the Old Testament law, if you failed short of the law, if you committed a sin or a trespass against somebody, you would apologize and you would offer a sacrifice to God. And that would atone for your sin, your shortfall. However, if you were to intentionally sin, if you were to intentionally do something wrong, there was no sacrifice for that, which means you couldn't ask for forgiveness for a willful, deliberate act. It was unforgiven. And that's what the passage is telling us here. God doesn't want us to offer a sacrifice. God doesn't want us to make up for what we've done wrong. God wants us to be obedient right off the bat, right out of the gate. Now, surely we're going to fall short. We're going to fail. We're going to do the wrong thing. We're going to fail to do the right thing. Not because we intended to do it, but because we're fallible human beings. And we're going to make mistakes. There is forgiveness. There is a place for sacrifice. There is a place to say, Lord, I'm sorry, and be forgiven. But it's like when a friend of mine, when I was in grade school, he said he's going to do something wrong. I says, what would the priest say about that? And he says, heck, I'll just say a couple extra Hail Marys. I'll say a few extra prayers. That'll make up for what I did wrong. Now, when you do wrong intentionally, you're not sorry. You don't feel guilty. You're just trying to pay off a debt. And God doesn't see our shortcomings like a debt that needs to be paid off. Christ paid for it. But we're expected to live up to God's standards. If you've got a question about this subject or any subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question. Please remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, please be good to each other.